Welcome to Mystery Busters, your channel for uncovering the most fascinating untold stories, eerie legends, and groundbreaking historical events. Today, we delve into a story where science and the macabre intersect. The tragic tale of Giovanni Aldini, a 19th century scientist whose experiments with electricity and human corpses shocked the world. Aldini is often regarded as a real-life inspiration for Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. His work with galvanism, the use of electric currents to stimulate muscles in the dead, pushed the boundaries of science and morality, leaving behind a legacy both awe-inspiring and unsettling. What drove Giovanni Aldini to conduct such controversial experiments? How did his work influence one of the most iconic horror novels in history? And what ethical dilemmas did he leave for science to grapple with? Stick around as we explore Aldini's life, his shocking experiments, and the dark legacy that shaped both literature and modern science. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more intriguing stories. To understand Giovanni Aldini's work, we must first explore the context of his time. The late 18th and early 19th centuries, often referred to as the Age of Enlightenment, marked a turning point in human history. It was a period of rapid scientific discovery, with breakthroughs in fields like astronomy, physics, and biology reshaping our understanding of the natural world. Yet, for all its progress, the Enlightenment was also a time when science flirted with the macabre. Electricity, in particular, was a source of fascination. Pioneers like Benjamin Franklin had begun to harness its power, while others, such as Luigi Galvani, Aldini's uncle, studied its effects on living and dead tissue. Galvani's experiments with frog legs in the 1780s revealed that electrical currents could cause muscles to contract even after death. This phenomenon, which he called animal electricity, would form the foundation for the field of galvanism. But the Enlightenment also had a darker side. Public dissections, body snatching, and experiments on cadavers were not uncommon. It was in this morally ambiguous landscape that Giovanni Aldini would emerge, taking his uncle's discoveries to unprecedented and controversial heights. Giovanni Aldini was born in Bologna, Italy, in 1762, into a world of scientific innovation. His uncle, Luigi Galvani, was a respected physician and physicist whose work had already laid the groundwork for galvanism. From a young age, Aldini was captivated by his uncle's experiments, which demonstrated the seemingly magical ability of electricity to animate dead tissue. As a student, Aldini excelled in physics and natural philosophy, eventually earning a professorship at the University of Bologna. While Luigi Galvani focused on the theoretical aspects of electricity, Aldini was more interested in its practical applications. He envisioned a world where galvanism could be used not only to study life, but also to restore it, an idea that would captivate and horrify audiences across Europe. Aldini's most infamous experiments involved human cadavers. He believed that electricity could provide a deeper understanding of life and death, and potentially pave the way for medical breakthroughs. To demonstrate his theories, Aldini staged public experiments that were equal parts science and spectacle. One of his most famous demonstrations took place in London in 1803. Aldini obtained the body of George Forster, a convicted murderer who had been hanged. Before an audience of scientists, journalists, and curious onlookers, Aldini applied electric currents to Forster's corpse. The results were both fascinating and deeply unsettling. According to contemporary accounts, Forster's face twitched, his limbs jerked, and his chest heaved as though he were trying to breathe. At one point, the corpse appeared to open its eyes and attempt to sit up, sending shockwaves through the audience. While Aldini never claimed he could bring the dead back to life, his experiments blurred the line between life and death, raising profound ethical and philosophical questions. The story of Victor Frankenstein and his monstrous creation is widely regarded as one of the first works of science fiction. Published in 1818, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein explores themes of scientific ambition, hubris, and the moral consequences of playing God. While Shelley's novel was undoubtedly shaped by her own imagination, there is compelling evidence to suggest that Giovanni Aldini's work influenced her creation. In 1816, Shelley spent a stormy summer in Switzerland with her husband, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and their friend Lord Byron. The group often discussed scientific advancements, including galvanism. News of Aldini's experiments had spread across Europe by this time, and it is believed that Shelley drew inspiration from these demonstrations when crafting her story. Victor Frankenstein's character bears a striking resemblance to Aldini. Both were brilliant scientists, driven by a desire to transcend the boundaries of life and death. Both conducted their experiments in isolation, away from the scrutiny of society, and both faced public fascination and condemnation for their work. Aldini's experiments raised profound ethical questions that remain relevant today. Was it right to use human corpses for public demonstrations? Did these experiments treat the dead with dignity, or were they acts of exploitation? And what were the implications of reanimating dead tissue? Could galvanism truly restore life, or would it create something unnatural? Public opinion was divided. Some saw Aldini as a pioneer pushing the boundaries of science, while others viewed him as a showman capitalizing on public fascination with the grotesque. These debates mirrored broader concerns about the role of science in society and the ethical limits of experimentation, concerns that continue to resonate in modern discussions of cloning, artificial intelligence, and genetic engineering. As Aldini's reputation grew, so did his ambitions. He applied his knowledge of electricity to other fields, experimenting with its use in treating mental illness. Aldini believed that electric currents could stimulate brain activity and improve mood, laying the groundwork for what we now recognize as electroconvulsive therapy. Despite the controversy surrounding his work, Aldini remained a respected figure in the scientific community. He published extensively on galvanism and its applications, leaving a legacy that extended beyond his public demonstrations. Aldini died in 1834, but his influence endures. His experiments not only advanced our understanding of electricity and the human body, but also left an indelible mark on literature and culture. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein continues to captivate readers and audiences, serving as a reminder of the power and peril of scientific ambition. Giovanni Aldini's story is one of brilliance, ambition, and controversy. His experiments with galvanism challenged the boundaries of science, raising questions about life, death, and the ethical limits of human exploration. While he never succeeded in bringing the dead back to life, his work paved the way for future discoveries and inspired one of literature's most enduring creations, Frankenstein's monster. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life of Giovanni Aldini and the real-life inspiration behind Frankenstein. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Mystery Busters, and hit the notification bell for more captivating explorations. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for our next video, where we'll uncover another fascinating mystery. You won't want to miss it.